From boardroom decisions to pitch-side performances, the leadership of Manchester United is under intense scrutiny. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's recent revelations about managerial missteps and strategic errors have left fans questioning the direction of their beloved club. On March 10, 2025, Ratcliffe sat down for an interview that quickly became the talk of the football world. He didn't hold back, openly admitting to key decisions that, in hindsight, may not have been the right calls. And at the top of that list, extending Erik ten Hag's tenure for another season. At the time, keeping Ten Hag in charge seemed like a move rooted in stability. After all, the Dutch manager had delivered moments of promise. But Ratcliffe now acknowledges that the warning signs were there: tactical inconsistencies, a struggling dressing room, and a lack of progress against the league's elite. He admitted that emotions played a role in the decision, rather than the cold, hard facts of performance. And then, there's Dan Ashworth, the Man United fans thought would be the mastermind behind a new era of success. But his appointment ended up being short-lived, with Ratcliffe now conceding that the timing and execution of the deal weren't ideal. His departure created yet another period of instability at a club desperate for direction. Yet, as we'll see next, it's not just about what Ratcliffe admits behind closed doors. Outside Old Trafford, the pressure is building, with pundits, professionals, and most importantly, the fans, making their voices heard loud and clear. The atmosphere around Old Trafford has been tense lately, with fans and pundits alike expressing their dissatisfaction with the club's recent decisions. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's leadership has come under fire, especially concerning financial measures that many believe are detrimental to the club's spirit and community. Recently, thousands of Manchester United supporters took to the streets in a massive protest against the club's ownership. Dressed in black, they marched to Old Trafford, voicing their anger over increased ticket prices and significant job cuts within the club. Banners emblazoned with messages like "Love United, Hate Glazers" highlighted their frustration, not just with the Glazer family, but also with Ratcliffe's management decisions. The discontent doesn't end there. In a move that shocked many, the club decided to close the staff canteen at Old Trafford, ending free lunches for employees. This cost-cutting measure, aimed at saving over £1 million annually, has been perceived as a blow to staff morale. Critics argue that such cuts undermine the club's long-standing commitment to its employees and community. Pundits and former players have also weighed in on the situation. Many believe that the club's focus has shifted too heavily towards financial austerity, neglecting the core values that made Manchester United a global powerhouse. The combination of rising ticket prices, which have soared to £66 per match without concessions, and internal cost-cutting measures has led to a perception that the club is prioritizing profits over people. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, however, defends these decisions. In a recent interview, he claimed that without these stringent measures, Manchester United would have faced financial insolvency by the end of 2025. He emphasized the necessity of redirecting funds towards improving the squad and achieving better results on the pitch, rather than maintaining operational expenses that don't directly contribute to footballing success. Despite these explanations, the unrest among the fan base is palpable. The protests and public outcry signify a deep-seated concern about the club's direction under its current leadership. As Manchester United navigates this turbulent period, the balance between financial prudence and preserving the club's rich heritage remains a contentious issue. In a candid interview, Sir Jim Ratcliffe didn't mince words about Manchester United's current squad. He openly criticized certain players, labeling them as not good enough and overpaid. This blunt assessment has added fuel to the ongoing debates about the club's direction and financial decisions. Ratcliffe specifically mentioned several high-profile signings who haven't met expectations. Among them are Casemiro, Antony, Jadon Sancho, Rasmus Højlund, and Andre Onana. These players were brought in with hefty price tags, but their performances have fallen short, leading to questions about the club's transfer strategy. The financial implications are significant. Manchester United's wage bill has skyrocketed, with some players earning substantial weekly salaries. For instance, Casemiro is reported to earn £350,000 per week, making him one of the highest-paid players at the club. Ratcliffe didn't shy away from acknowledging past mistakes. He admitted that retaining former head coach Erik ten Hag longer than necessary was an error, as was the brief and costly appointment of Dan Ashworth. These missteps have contributed to the club's current challenges, both on and off the pitch. Despite these hurdles, Ratcliffe remains optimistic about the future. He expressed full support for current head coach Ruben Amorim, acknowledging that while Amorim isn't perfect, he's doing a commendable job under challenging circumstances. Ratcliffe emphasized the need for a long-term vision and patience as the club undergoes this transitional period. Looking ahead, Ratcliffe has set ambitious goals for Manchester United. He aims to make the club the world's most profitable within 3 years and secure its 21st league title by 2028. Achieving these objectives will require a delicate balance between financial prudence and on-field success, a challenge that Ratcliffe seems ready to tackle head-on. As Manchester United navigates this complex landscape, the focus will be on aligning player performance with their remuneration, ensuring that every investment translates into tangible success on the pitch.